Welcome back to Writing First Grade Friends. Today we're going to continue working on our small moment stories by stretching and sketching the beginning parts of our stories. Today you will begin by reviewing your story setting organizer. Remember, this is where you wrote down where your small moment is happening, your setting in the middle. Then you added many details about that small moment, remembering what you saw, what you heard, what you felt, even what you tasted and smelled if you could remember. Once you review this, you're going to be ready to retell your small moment across your hands with all your five senses details, remembering to share what happened first, then, next, after that, or even finally. Remember to first share with a grown-up or someone at home. Tell your story across your hand. You could even retell your story to a stuffy. Afterwards, you're all ready to stretch and sketch the beginning parts of your small moment story across only 1 or 2 pages. What is a sketch? If you can remember, friends, a sketch is not a finished drawing or picture. This is only the beginning of your story. You do not have to add color yet. Today we will not be adding sentences, only a sketch. How do you stretch your story? Remember, writers slow down and tell their story bit by bit. And we do that, friends, by adding in our pictures or sketches what we see, what we heard, anything that you can remember that happened in the beginning part of your story today. Let's think back on the night of the Veggie Monster. This was a small moment story. How did this author and illustrator begin this story? Let's take a close look at the first page. The illustrator showed how the characters are feeling right away. The illustrator also showed the only setting right away. Remember, small moment stories only have one setting. And in the night of the Veggie Monster, we know that the only setting was at the dinner table. Today you can do the same. Let's look at my example. My story took place on an airplane. When I start to write it, I'm going to be sure to only draw an airplane as my setting in my sketches. On my other pages, I'm going to draw everything I remember I saw. I might even show what I was hearing. I could even draw what I was touching and even show what I was tasting in the pages to come. Here's an example of my first page. The beginning of my story, I'm only going to show my setting, which is inside of an airplane, and I even showed how I felt right away. Today for your assignment, you're going to sketch only the beginning pages of your small moment story. Remember to retell the story to someone else or a stuffy first. Only use 1 or 2 pages to sketch the beginning part. Use a paper attached to your assignment or use any paper from home. Have a great time starting your small moment stories, friend. Goodbye.